year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch they at my nose. Long nights I strip. I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been on my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just a stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's on the data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch they at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on second down. Forced out to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Detroit! Over! All right, now, lucky 56.
On second down, Jackson being chased out left. Now and that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Gone. Detroit! Over! Watch it now, Barney!
From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A big play that time on the catch and run. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Watching that, Barney!
Now Jackson to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On third down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And out now come the Vikings. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They begin the drive with Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson now looking to throw on second down. Aaron missed one out for Evans. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. Third down here.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. To throw is Jackson. To throw on third down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, It takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. But now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Watch him now, Barney!
Jackson from the shotgun. Gets it to Strong. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Leopard! Gun!
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Watch him now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Over!
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the...
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Rolling to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Leopard! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56.
Jackson operating from the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. More from Minneapolis after this.
Watch you now, Barney!
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jackson to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now here comes Kansas City. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And now out comes Minnesota. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then.
And I think the ball's out. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson now looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going deep for Brown. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And 2 field goals now mean they take a rare 6-2 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Oh, twisting away. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. So he shifts past him. And now running right through him. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go down.
Touchdown, Vikings! Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watching that, Barney! Watching that, Barney! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56.
Jackson throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Over! Gun!
Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 36 yards. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push it.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Throwing is Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, it's been a field goal extravaganza so far. That's 3 for him now, and it ties our game at 9-9.
I got a feeling the touchdowns are coming, though. Trust me on that one.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Hines on the toss play. Swat it. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Nyheim Hines with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one for.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bash.
Super toe.
Now Jackson to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left, Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
And now out comes Minnesota. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson. Evans has it left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out come the Chiefs now. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great win.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They run with Hines. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They run again with Hines. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. This is Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Naeem Hines scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Airing this one out for Evans. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mike Evans, his first touchdown of the new season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. And this is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw is Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago. And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Hines. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Minnesota, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.